So today we're still driving around a lot. We're going to look at some flood damage here at Pocahontas where the levee broke. Show you how big of a spot that is, and then there's something in the down in the farming to look at, like inside the old house. And then I think we're going to mow. So not bad day. Spot that is, and then there's something in the down in the farming to look at, like inside the old house. And then I think we're going to mow. So not bad day. Spot that is, and then there's something in the down in the farming to look at, like inside the old house. And then I think we're gonna mow. So not bad day. Spot that is, and then there's something in the down in the farming to look at, like inside the old house. And then I think we're gonna mow. So not bad day. Spot that is, and then there's something in the down in the farming to look at, like inside the old house. And then I think we're gonna mow. So not bad day. Spot that is, and spot that is, and spot that is, and spot that is, and if you thought I did that little drive by and then drive back again to be funny or cute, you know, to have some kind of neat transition, it wasn't. I got to where I was going and realized I went the wrong way, so I had to go back. If you thought I did that little drive by and then drive back again to be funny or cute, you know, to have some kind of neat transition, it wasn't. I got to where I was going and realized I went the wrong way, so I had to go back. If you thought I did that little drive by, now that we got the canoe in the right spot for Mom and Dad, we'll actually go look at the flood damage. So switch to washout spot. So I realize a lot of you may not know what I'm talking about, like the Pocahontas flood. So here's some video what I'm talking about. This happened in 2011, and it happened again this year, back in beginning of May. And it's crazy of how much it just destroys houses and floods homes, and there's all this damage, and how strong the water is. I think people don't understand how strong water is. You know, it weighs like almost 9 pounds per gallon. And so when you get thousands of gallons moving in the same direction, it's a ton of force. So let's go look at what it's supposed to look like. So this is the levee, and you really can't see just how big it is. That's probably a 12-foot levee here. Now, it's elevation wise, it's pretty even all the way across the entire area where it's at. But this, let me get down here. This is what happened. That right there. It's about 100-yard section to get washed out. And I don't mean like just a little bit washed out. I mean like it washed it out so bad that it's down to the water table, which means, you know, there's groundwater underneath, you know, underneath in the crust, underneath the crust. And if you get down to that level, that water table, it's just water. I mean, it doesn't go away, it's there. And so potentially this will never fill in on its own. It won't dry, it will never dry up. It has to be filled in manually. They'll have to go in here and take dirt and fill all that in and redo the levee. Now the thing is, when this happened in 2011, they built the dam or the levee like 3 foot higher. I mean, they built it a lot higher, thinking, okay, we'll build it higher, it'll never do this again. And then 6 years later, 5 years later, it does it even worse. because it was projected that the river was going to get 3 foot higher past its record, but it really couldn't because the levee broke, and it's kind of a weird deal. But just the amount of stuff here is crazy. It is unreal how much damage there was into this flood stuff. Now that we've seen what it's done up here, let's go down to the farm and see what it did to the house. We made it down to the farm where I grew up, and where the shed still and all this stuff is right now. And you can see inside the shed here the water line of where it got up to. Right there. So that right there is the water line of how high the water got up in the shed. And that is roughly, we'll see. I mean, up to my shoulder. So we got 5 foot deep in the shed. So that means all of this stuff, everywhere around here, was 5 foot deep of water. Even up into our house. So let's go into the house and see how I got up in there. Now I realize they did this before in 2011, but not this high. So in the house, so it got up right there in the house, which is about hip, so 3 foot in the house, everywhere. Mom said, my mom had told me that there is a log, yeah, there it is. There's a log in the kitchen. And all this debris, the piano got ruined, which they had, I think they had it fixed last time. I don't think they'll do it this time. But no, just everywhere. Just, they said that that's where the log came through. But still, I mean, getting into our kitchen like that, it's unreal. Luckily, this time nobody was living down here. My grandma lived and moved to town 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. And then I grew up, or Mom and Dad moved up after the first flood back in 2011. So they've been out here for a while. I was trying to see, they got all the doors off. There used to be a door that had all my heights and my brother's heights marked on it, like as we grew up. I was gonna see if it was down here, but it doesn't look like it. All right, so enough. Oh, hey, there's mine. I've been looking for this, not really. This thing, it's for turkeys. I got the turkey call, you said it. It's a gobbler call. I don't know if it'll focus. If you shake it, it's supposed to make noise, but it's tore up too. Alright, so let's go drive around some more. I probably won't film as much driving around unless it's like farming stuff. It'd be kind of neat to see, but we'll go from there. Alright, so let's go drive around some more. I probably won't film as much driving around unless it's like farming stuff. It'd be kind of neat to see, but we'll go from there. Alright, so let's go drive around some more. I probably won't film as much driving around unless it's... The new mower that Mom and Dad got have these, they call them tweels. But they don't have any air in them. They just got these little honeycomb style things, well, that make it to where you don't have to have any air in them. And so I don't know how long it's gonna take them to break down, but it's kind of neat. So, and it's the first time I've ever driven the zero turn. You know, where you have the two handles instead of a steering wheel. So that'll be fun. Probably a little crazy for a while. What is up, everybody? A little late start today. Not for me. I was up about, I don't know, 5 or whatever, but didn't start vlogging basically because all day all we've done is sit at home, and I went over to my grandparents' house and helped them check the roof to see if it was leaking or why it was leaking. And so that's all we did. And so it's almost 5:30 now. It's almost, man, rough roads. I got a hold of it now, so we'll just do it that way. But we're headed down to the rehearsal for Brittany's brother's wedding. So they're getting married tomorrow. And on the way down, we're going to run by the farm and pick up an old bird bath for my grandma, so she can bring it up here. But other than that, not an eventful day. Still, as of this point right now, I still haven't edited yesterday's vlog, so I got to put that together real quick and put it, so it'll be ready. I can put it out tonight. But yeah, I got up and was planning to do it during Xander's nap, but I went and helped with the roof instead. So, but yeah, I got up and was planning to do it during Xander's nap, but I went and helped with the roof instead. So. I got up and was planning to do it during Xander's nap, but I went and helped with the roof instead. So, but yeah, I got up and was planning to do it during Xander's nap, but I went and helped with the instead. So, I got up and do it during Xander's, but I went and helped roof instead. So, but yeah, I got up and was planning to do it.